One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today. All right, I'm leaving out early. I got up at 6:20 to my dog screaming. And I said, you know what? Ain't no point in going back to sleep. I could have went back to sleep for an hour, but I said, you know what? I'm going to take this as a sign. I need to get up and get moving and get my day started. So I am leaving super early today. All right. I might have to put my sunglasses on. I wanted to talk with the gentleman today. Again, you know, this little talk is based on some of the men that I saw this week, some of the male clients I have, and some of the things that we talked about. All right, someone pure_soul. Thank you so much for buying a badge. I so appreciate your continued support. It means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to put my sunglasses on, y'all. Because, woo, Lord. Oh, goodness. All right. So y'all excuse me. I have to wear my shades because it's super bright out here. And beautiful. We're finally in a good place. But guess what? I watched this guy on YouTube who has a meteorology channel, and he said it's another storm coming next Tuesday. So I don't know what to think. I was like, what? I saw that he put out an alert video and was like, y'all, it's another storm coming on Tuesday, March 4th. So I pray that's a lie, because I've already declared that spring has sprung. Or it's starting to spring, but anyway. So, gentlemen, this one is for you. I've seen a lot of male clients this week, and we're working on a lot of different things. And the number one thing that I talk quite a bit about to men is reclaiming their masculinity. And I even hate using the word reclaim, because I feel like, you know, you're just masculine. Oh, it's still winter, but it's going to be mostly rain. Okay. Well, I don't feel good about that, but thank you. But men reclaiming their masculinity, men being decisive, men standing on something and just making a decision and saying, yeah, I don't agree. like I want to see men do that more. And let me tell you all, I'm going to explain to you all one of the most unattractive things that I hear men say. I hear a lot of unattractive things that y'all say that make it just is very off-putting. Nobody wants to be with you when you say these things. I'm just being honest. Nobody wants to sleep with you. If that's what you after, you ain't getting laid. Because when you say these things, when you use this type of language, it is quite off-putting. So when they say things like, well, Anita, you know, if I did that, if I said that, she would do this, she would leave me. She wouldn't give me no sex. So she would do, she. Again, you've given your power away because she's in control. She's running the show. She's in charge of the marriage. She's making all the decisions. She's like, what are you in control of? What do you have power over? That's what I want to know. But it's always some sort of comment about consequences. And can we be honest? Yeah, life is full of consequences. Life is full of trade-offs. Adult people know that. Adult people already know that, right? If you're an emotionally mature adult, you already know there are consequences. There are trade-offs. But adult people also know that sometimes you have to stand up. Sometimes you have to say, okay, I understand what the consequence is, and I'm willing to take that chance. I do. I'm a woman and I do that. Okay, if I deny this man access to my body, he may go to the next woman. He may go about his business. Okay. Like, again, I'm fully aware of that. And yet I still make the choice for myself. So that's why when men say, yeah, if you don't have sex with the man, he'll just go to someone else. Okay. All right. All right. What don't we understand about that? Yes, that could be a possible consequence of me saying no to sex to a man I'm not married to sex to a man I'm not committed to. Sure. But stand on something. Stand on something. Be about something. So you'd rather waffle, you'd rather turn over your power, you'd rather, oh, I'm not going to do that because you'd rather do that. That's how you rather live. I'd rather die than live like that. I'm good. I know my choices and decisions have consequences. And guess what? There are some hills that I'm willing to die on. But at least I stand for something. That is the most unattractive thing about a lot of men today. They are conflict avoidant, indecisive, they are passive, and they don't stand for anything. Whoever they happen to be with, they shape shift themselves into who that person wants them to be. That ain't never gonna happen over here. I am a fully formed, whole human being. I am going to search for the best fit person for me. I am going to search for the missing piece to my puzzle. I am not going to cut off any parts of myself to fit in to someone else's puzzle. And I need men to start doing. I just don't understand how we got here. This whole world was built and created by men. Men lived for this world. Men died for this world because they stood for something. They were about something. Think about the civil rights movement. Think about all the different things that have happened in our history that men were willing to be beaten for, to die for. And you can't tell your wife no? Come on. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that nonsense. And look, I said, look, you're going to have to just say, I don't agree. Well, I'm just trying to figure out how to keep the peace. Oh, here we go. That's another phrase that won't get you laid. No woman is attracted to that. So this is a tough love conversation. Ain't nobody attracted to that. I'm just trying to keep the peace. I'm good. I'm good. You and your hand can go over there and keep the peace. I'm going to be frank. I want a fighter. I want to tussle. Okay? I want to submit. But I can't do that with a weak, wimpy, passive, indecisive, feminine man. Period. And that's another one. When men say, again, I got a million of them. Well, I don't want to have to, I don't want to, why I got to manage her? Or why is it got to be there? It's like, y'all don't want to do nothing hard. That's what you sound like. I don't want it to be hard at all. I want it to be easy. I want a woman I just met that I don't know from Eve to just lay down and submit to me. I haven't proved myself. I haven't proved who I am. I haven't really shown what I'm about. Y'all want everything to be so easy. It's so unattractive. It's really unattractive. I just can't do it. And maybe I'm from a different generation. Maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. I just can't do it. And like I said, I wasn't raised with it. I wasn't raised with men that wanted everything to be easy. I was raised by a masculine father. He had no problem telling any of his wives, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay? I can't do that right now. I can't do that at all. He done had no problem. But now all of a sudden, y'all so worried about getting laid, and you so worried about the peace, and you so worried about this and worried about that, and she gonna be mad, and she will live. She will live and be just fine. And guess what? The side effect to you standing up and getting some balls and a backbone may be that she respects you. It may be that you get laid. like you ever think about that? It may have positive effects, but y'all don't think about that. So no, you have got to reclaim your masculinity. And remember, it is never about brute force. It is never about, being disrespectful, being harsh or abrupt. Y'all need to practice stoicism. You have got to practice delivering news or delivering your thoughts and opinions in a calm, stoic, neutral way. In a strong way that just says, yeah, I disagree. Yeah, I don't think we should do that. I don't think that's a good idea. Now, this is what's going to happen for a lot of y'all. The woman going to start getting emotional in her speech. She going to start getting emotional in her hands. She may cry. And y'all going to fold like an old lawn chair. Don't none of that mean nothing to me. Like once I say, I'm not doing that. Okay? All them theatrics. All that other stuff. Okay. That's really unfortunate that you feel that way. That's what she gonna get from me. That's really unfortunate that and sure, I validate that this must be hard. This must, it must be hard for you to hear. See, validate the fact that you have every right to be upset. See, I validate people. I validate people and their nonsense, and it does not change what I said. I can understand why you're upset. Yeah, that makes sense to me. And yet I don't get off my stance at all. But I'm seeing too many men. And look, they're tired of it. Like they're tired of it. When I talk like this to them, they're like, I know, I can't do it. Men who've been married 10 years, 15 years, like they're tired of it. I know they are. But they're so scared. They're so scared. They refuse to make a firm decision and stand on the consequence. They're just so scared. And it's like, how did we get here? How did we get here that this is, it's like, I don't get it. How did we get here? And this is what I want younger men to know. You have to start as you mean to go. Because if you start off being this guy, this nice guy, this passive, weak, spineless, indecisive, letting her run all the show and all that so you can get your dick wet. Okay? when you start off as that guy, you're going to have to die as that guy. But guess what? A part of you is going to wake up at some point and you're going to be like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate my life. I hate being disrespected. I hate not having power. I hate all of this. Like, somewhere deep inside of you, the man inside of you is going to come awake. It's going to come alive. And it's going to be 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, but it's going to come alive. Because God in his grand design, can I be honest? God in his grand design, that's how he made you. He made you to walk in power. He made you to lead. He made you to be decisive. He made you to do hard things. And you gonna wake up unhappy, like, dang, I hate my life. Now, the way men are built, if I can be honest, you all have almost like a toxic loyalty. So because you chose this woman, you know, you married her, y'all have a family, you have a house, you have dogs, or whatever you got, you're gonna ride it out. You're gonna literally grind yourself to dust. You're gonna ride it out, grind yourself to dust till there's no part of you left. There's no spine, there's no balls, there's no part of you left. You're just gonna grind yourself into dust. And I'm gonna be frank with you, I can't do it. I know I can't do it because I'm a woman. Women are designed different. God designed us different. I can't do it because I'm a woman. That's the first thing. But let's say I was born a man, because of my temperament, because of who I am at my core, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I will not hand over my one and only life to foolishness. I just won't do it. I just won't do it. I will not do it. This is the one and only life that I get. Now, I don't believe in, and people laugh when I say this because they're like, really? Because you believe in a lot of woo-woo stuff. I don't believe in reincarnation. Okay? So if this is the one and only life I'm getting, nah. Nah, I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm gonna do hard things. I'm gonna be purposeful. I'm gonna serve and give. I'm going to do things, in God's will that He wants me to do, but I'm going to enjoy my life. Like, I'm not going to let anybody on this physical earth grind me into dust. That's not going to happen. Okay? I'm not going to let anybody abuse me. I'm not going to let anybody, take my shine. That's just not going to happen. But you all will surrender your one and only life and be miserable until you die. And you think there's honor in that. That's what's, to me, hilarious. You think that that's honorable. It's honorable that I let this woman castrate me. I let her rip out my spine. And, there are men in my practice who have gone 10 years without having sex. 6 years, 5 years. That is abominable. It is abominable. But at this point, I blame them. Like, I really do. And I tell them that. You talk about tough love, I tell them the truth. This is on you at this point. You have not spoke up. You have not advocated for yourself. You have not done a single thing to rectify this situation. You had one conversation at the beginning, and even that conversation was 6 months in. You let 6 months go by without having sexual intimacy with your wife. Yeah, nah, it can't be me. And you had that one conversation, and she cried, and she pouted, and she pitched a fit. You should love me for me. And you ain't said nothing since. I'm sorry, that's 100% you. That's a you problem. I don't even look over there. I don't even look at the wife no more. I say to the man, what is going on inside of your brain? That you don't advocate for yourself, that you don't stand up, that you don't speak out. That I don't care how hard it is. Like, mess me with that. Well, you don't know how it is when she be in her moods. And I don't care. I could care less. I raised 2 daughters and a son. And let me tell y'all something. My middle daughter, she give me a run for my money. She give me a run for my money with her moods, her up and down. I mean, the whole shebang. And that's called so what? I'm never tired. I tell her that. I'm never tired to deal with this foolishness. She is never going to meet a part of me that just folds, that just gives up, that just, here she go. She acting up. I'm just going, I'm just going to be quiet. I'm just not, nope. She going to meet me. I'm going to be right there at the door, answering the door when she knock on it. Every single time. You knock on the door with this nonsense, I'm going to be there to open it. And I'm a woman. That's what's like boggling my mind. This is how I'm made, and I'm a woman. And yet I'm meeting men who can't do this. Like, wow. I can't do it. I cannot do it. And I cannot be with said man. I just can't. If you do not have strength and courage and the fortitude to do hard things, to rise to the occasion when it needs you to, yeah, you don't get any respect from me. There are very few men, if I'm being honest, there are very few modern day men I know that get my respect. And they can feel it. Like, I know that. I know that. They can feel that I don't respect them. I respect my father. I respect my grandfather, all of my uncles on both my mother and father's side. I respect my brother. I respect my cousins. But these men right now, these men right now, 2025, okay. Like I said, miss me with that. Because, like I said, I don't know what has happened. I don't know if it's the low testosterone. I don't know if it's what y'all are eating. I don't know if it's the technology. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. How about this? I have more respect for my son. Okay? My son has been stepping up in a real way lately. And he's 22. But y'all? So, yeah. Y'all got to do better. You have got to do better. And this message is not well received. Most men cannot handle this message. Because, yeah, you got to do better. You have got to do better. You've got to reclaim that masculine core. You've got to believe in yourself. And how about this? Even if no one else does, right? You don't need permission. What's up with that? Where you feel like you need your wife's permission. You need your girlfriend's permission. You need the world's permission. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't need anybody's permission to do what I do, to be who I am. And you don't either. But some of y'all need to you just need to be honest. You need to be authentic. You need to just show up and say, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. I don't agree with that. You know, I'm not gonna do that. Right? This is what I believe. This is what feels right for me. And just let whatever happens happen. That's it. And be strong enough to deal with it. That's it. Practice regulating your nervous system. Practice stoicism. This world will push you to the edge and then some. But a lot of men, it don't take much pushing. It does not take much pushing before you fall right over the edge. But express yourself. Stand on your truth. Speak your truth. Advocate for yourself. Speak up. Like, you're not getting your needs met because people don't know that you have needs. Can I be honest? I know y'all, and the fact that there's pushback about this, it's like y'all are making my point right now, okay? As soon as a man drops in the comments, well, why are you blaming us? Thank you for making my point. Instead of taking this message in, instead of really listening, instead of letting it resonate with your soul, right? You let your shame activate. Oh, why are you blaming us? Why are we? So men are to blame. Men are the ones messing up. Nobody said that. But yes, is this tough love? It sure is. It sure is. It's a dose of tough love. I give it out to everyone. It's not just reserved for men. I give it out to everyone. But your shame keeps you stuck. Your shame keeps you from actually doing better. Your shame keeps you from hearing the message and letting it resonate with your soul and doing better. Because why you gotta blame? That's what men, that's all they say in the comments. They deflect whatever the message is, or their shame gets activated and they feel blamed when no one said that. No one, but except for that dude that, like I told you, he been without sex for all them years. Yeah, I do say it's on you. But advocate for yourself. Again, you're walking around talking about your needs not getting met, but you're not saying what your needs are. You're not advocating for yourself. And advocating for yourself is not a one-time event, sweetheart. It is a daily, weekly, monthly, over. I never get tired of advocating for myself. I never get tired of telling people what my needs are. Because that's the only way I'm going to get my needs met. That's it. But this whole, I had a conversation one time, and it didn't go well. Okay, and now you lay down and die? Do you think this whole world and everything in it was created by a one-time event? Do you think all of the things, all of the inventions, all of the roads, all of the buildings, it was just a one-time thing, a one shot, a one idea, a one meeting, a what? No. That's not how things come to be. It's over and over and over and over and over again. So, yeah, that's exactly what I expect. I've had men say that. So I'm supposed to just keep talking about this? Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly what I expect. Because very little in the world happens from a one-time event. I applied to 25 schools. You all really expected me to apply to one school way back in the day and just cross my little fingers? No, I've applied to 25 schools. I applied to 23 grad schools. Because that is how winners win. So, I don't know, maybe you don't want to be a winner. But that's how it works. Winners win by being persistent. And that is the quality that modern day men lack. There is zero persistence. Yeah, I'm gonna quit dating. I'm gonna quit. I ain't getting married. I'm gonna quit dating. These women are crazy. There's no point. That's the problem. You don't even see that what you just said is the problem. Forget, the fact that you have poor vetting skills, that you keep choosing the 304s, you keep choosing the women who want to use you. There's no introspection. There's no self-reflection. There is just blaming out and giving up. That is what modern day men are really good at. They are, oh my God, they all could get a PhD in blame, like in pointing fingers. Every modern day man needs to have a doctorate degree in pointing fingers. They're great at that. That's something they persistent in. Like, they persistently tell other people. That's what they need a doctorate in, pointing fingers. But looking at themselves, self-reflection, it's just too painful. It's just too painful for them to do that. Okay? So they need a doctorate degree in pointing fingers. They need a doctorate degree in giving up. I give every one of them a doctorate on those two things because they're great at that. Yeah, I'm just not getting married. I'm just not dating no more. I'm just not dealing with women no more. I'm just not. Whew. So y'all, I just don't know. I'm going to be honest. I just don't know no more. I just don't know. But you have got to reclaim your masculinity. You got to do better. And look, once you do better, once you reclaim your masculinity, everything will become clear. You will choose differently. You will attract differently. You will stop putting up with people's BS. Like, everything in your life will get 100 times better. You will know who to deal with and who not to deal with. You will be selective. Everyone will not have access. See, we don't talk enough about those things. Y'all just, shut the door on everything and everybody. I just won't get married. I just won't date women, which is a bald-faced lie. Which is a bald-faced lie. I wish men would stop saying that. I don't deal with women. You still putting your peen inside of a woman. So unless you are a gay man, you are still putting your peen inside of a woman. So what do you mean you don't deal with women? Please help me to understand that. You're still watching pornography with women in it. You still have an OnlyFans account made by women. So what do you mean you don't deal with women? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. When I see a guy that's MGTOW, let me tell you what I expect. When he is truly MGTOW, he might deal with his mama. He might deal with his daughter. But outside of that, he don't deal with women at all. He don't watch porn. He don't have OnlyFans. Like, he like Apostle Paul in the Bible. He like a monk. That's a true MGTOW man. Anything else is a lie. If you are consuming content created by women, you are dealing with women. But I want to see some of y'all men literally leave women alone in all of its forms. The truth is you can't. You can't. You gonna grin in the barista's face. You gonna flirt with the pizza girl. You gonna smile in your neighbor's face and smile at the women at church, and you gonna flirt with the women at the office. And come on, bro, come on. I've been alive too long. Men crave women. Men have a codependent relationship with women. Who do you think you're fooling? Okay? Y'all live and die for a woman's validation. So stop. I'm tired of hearing this stuff. Yeah, I don't deal with women. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Can we stop it? I would love to see it. I would love to see if they got this 4B movement for the women. I would love to see that for the men, but it ain't never going to happen. And like I said, that's what MGTOW was supposed to be about, and half of them are not that. Most of those men are not MGTOW. So reclaim your masculinity. God made men and women to come together. He made us to work together and to be together and to support one another. But we have to be in our proper roles. Men have to be strong. Masculinity is strength. Femininity is power. Two very different things. And so when you're in God's role, God's design for you, trust me, you're going to have better relations with women. You're going to have better interactions with women. You're going to feel better about yourself. That's the biggest thing of all. You're going to feel really good about yourself as a man. But if your woman is running the show, if you are literally afraid of your woman, you are afraid to say no to your woman, you're out of order. You're completely out of order. And your marriage is going to suffer. Your woman is going to suffer. You are definitely going to suffer. The world suffers when you're like that. That's why we're in the mess that we're in. Because men allowed women to do them crazy and talk to them crazy and all this other stuff. Like, no, you're welcome to stand beside us, but you're not going to push us back. You're not going to push us down. You're welcome to come up and stand beside us. You're welcome to have exactly what we have. But we don't have that. We have women telling y'all what to do. We have women putting the fear of God in y'all. Like, y'all don't see that that's a problem? You got women, you afraid of women. That's crazy. That's mind altering to me. Oh, Lord. All right, I got to go in here. This is tough love today. This is some tough love. And like I said, we gonna see what y'all say about it. But there's some men out there that need some tough love today. It's time. It's time. You have to stand up. You have to make choices. You have to make decisions. And you have to live with the consequences. And that's it. I think you're going to feel better, though, when you choose, to not abandon yourself. When you choose yourself or not to abandon yourself, I think you're going to feel better. I do. Because it's a horrible existence to let somebody push you down and to be afraid of someone, to live in fear of what they could do and leaving you and taking half and all this other stuff. Like, that's a horrible existence. I can't even imagine it. I can't even imagine it. But in my mind, it wouldn't come to that if you started off in your masculine strength. If you started off in that masculine way that says, look, this is how it's going to go, or this, I'm not going to do this, or no, I don't agree with that. And you just stood on it. That's it. Just stand on it. All right, y'all. Have a great Saturday. Thank you for joining. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. I need to get my subscribers up because, like I said, I took a break and things plummeted as I knew they would, but that's okay. I will be on Dr. L's podcast on Sunday, March 2nd at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join me there. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay open to love.